What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. I want to make this video a bit quickly because it's a warm day and I'm under my covers. But basically, we saw that Pokemon Journeys has revealed the newest, the Masters 8. Now, I'm no PokeTuber. I mainly make death battle videos, but I do love Pokemon, and may as well make this video because I like predicting stuff as well. I don't know. Basically, as you can see here, we know Ash is rank 8, followed by Iris, Alon, Diantha, Lance, which I thought was a bit weird, why have him rank 4 instead of 3. But if things go right, I do think there's a reason for it. Followed by Steven, Cynthia, and Leon. First of all, it's a really good lineup. The only little complaint I have is that I think it's a bit silly that Iris is here instead of Flint. I think the main reason behind it is they wanted a Gen 5 lineup, and she can be used later, I promise. Okay. So, basically, I want to say, I just want to sit here and predict the matches. I do think we're going to get to see all 7 matches that will in the tournament, because it would kind of be a cop-out to show all 8 of these characters, and then only have 3 of them be used. Also, it'll make this video a bit more interesting, because otherwise I'm just going to predict one guy, because we already know Ash is going to fight Leon in the finals, and he's going to fight, and they've already confirmed he's going to fight Cynthia at some point, which, again, let's be honest, it's most likely going to be in the semi-finals. So, first of all, I'm just going to say it, I don't think Ash should fight Diantha or Alon. Now, you might say, why? Those two are probably Ash's biggest rivals here, and the ones which people are most hyped to see fight. But the problem is, the reason these two are Ash's rivals are because of Ash Greninja. His Greninja is the only reason these two are at all necessary. And if any of Ash's other Pokemon were to fight, it would feel like a cop-out. It's like if in Bleach, Ichigo didn't beat Aizen and instead it was Byakuya. People would be happy with that. Cool. Aizen's dead. But it wouldn't get the same reaction as if someone went ahead and used... if Ichigo did it, basically. And since we already pretty much know Ash Greninja isn't going to be used, I don't think that'll happen. So... also, the methods of tournament feel very weird. Generally, tournaments have 2 main methods of determining matchups. Either you can do it randomly, or you can use seats. Randomly, they'll just spin a wheel. But I don't really feel like that's fair, because what's the point in the ranking system if you do that, right? And then seats also doesn't make sense. For those of you who don't know, seats basically work where number 1 will fight number 8 in this situation, and then number 2 will fight number 7, and 3 will fight 8 will fight 6, and 4 will fight 5. And that would mean that Ash would fight Leon in the first round, which wouldn't make any sense. And then also we'd see Cynthia versus Iris, which I don't think would be the right choice. The other 2 fights would be fine, though, I guess. Whatever. But I think, honestly, I don't know for a fact this is what they're going to go down. Heck, I don't even think they'll do this, but basically, this is the easiest method to get what I think would be the perfect matchup. I would say that the top 4 are going to choose their opponents. So, Leon will pick one of the lower 4, then Cynthia will pick one, then Steven, then Lance. And if you do that, it leads to you being able to get the 4 perfect fights. So, first of all, I honest to God think the first match we'll see will be... I don't think it'll be episode 110. I think that's a Go-focused episode. But I think either episode 111 or 12 will most likely be Leon versus Alon. Now, that might sound a bit weird, because why bring back Alon just so he doesn't fight Ash? But like I said, I don't think he's going to battle. I don't think he's going to battle against Ash, because what's the point in just having Lucario beat him? It wouldn't feel fair to the Greninja fans. Also, I think Ash actually has a better matchup, and I'll talk about that soon, I promise. But it would also give us the chance for a battle everyone wants to see, which is Mega Charizard X versus Gigantamax Charizard. And the only way you can do that fight is if you have the two fight in the first round. Because if you do it any other time, it doesn't make sense that Alon would be the champion. Then then for Cynthia's match, I think her most likely foe is going to be Diantha. Not because, the two have some big rivalry and it'd be a big hype match, but it mainly has to do with the fact that everyone else just has better matchups, and these are the two which fit together. I guess it would be cool to see Cynthia take on a Mega Gardevoir. Heck, we might... I'm not saying this will happen, but we might even get to see Mega Garchomp, which I think would be really cool. On top of that, I think it's kind of weird that they set Diantha up to be number 5, but it does make sense if they wanted to fight one of the champions, and the only one that makes sense for her would be Cynthia. Then the big one, the one I think Ash is going to fight, I think we're going to see Ash versus Steven Stone. Now, you might say that is the worst fight, because the only two of these guys Ash hasn't fought are Lance and Leon. Or Lance and Steven. He's even fought Leon in a battle. Now, granted, that was near the start of the series, where Ash got completely decimated, but we know the two are going to fight later, so it doesn't matter. Not only do I think it gives us an amazing chance for the only Mega v Mega battle of the entire tournament, and in fact, one of the very few Mega v Mega battles we've ever seen in Pokemon, but also it gives us the chance to bring back Sceptile, which is the only one of Ash's main aces which hasn't returned yet. Every other one has had at least a little bit of screen time, except Charizard, but the thing is, although I'm not showing it in this promotional art, there is another version where Ash's Charizard is being shown. So we're already pretty much guaranteed to see Charizard later, and I think that's going to be in the semi-finals, and maybe he'll show up a bit in the finals. But doing this would allow Sceptile to show up at some point against Steven, and I think a team of Ash's Sceptile, Pikachu, and Lucario would be really cool to fight Steven, who, if I were to predict a team for, I'd probably say Armaldo, Cradily, and of course Mega Metagross. I don't know, maybe he'll use Skarmory instead of Armaldo, but I do think he'll probably use Cradily. That's a really cool Pokemon, and I think it makes sense. Heck, maybe they'll do a full 6-on-6. I don't know. Then finally we'll have Iris versus Lance, which it makes perfect sense, because it's a match between the two Dragon Masters here. And also you can kind of see, the two are on opposite sides of the field here, so it makes sense that that'd be the first big match. And let's be honest, that's the only reason to bring back Iris. There's no reason for her to fight Ash, because they already battled for Ash to get into the Hyper League. So why would they fight again? It just doesn't make sense. However, her fighting Steven does make sense, because, the two Dragon Masters, and if Iris does win, it completes her arc, and then you can go into the seat method, because that would leave Ash to fight Cynthia in the semi-finals, and for Leon to fight Iris. So that is perfect. That is exactly what you need. And then, obviously, Leon decimates Iris. She doesn't need to win that fight. Her arc is over. And then Ash can have his climactic battle against Garchomp and Cynthia, where I don't quite know what his team would be, but I think it'd probably end up being Charizard, Pikachu, Pikachu, and Infernape, with maybe having it so that Cynthia's first two Pokemon get taken out by Charizard and Infernape, just for Garchomp to come along and take them both out, for Pikachu to have the big climactic battle against Garchomp. which I think would be really fun. And then obviously you go in for the full 6-on-6 battle against Leon. And then from there, it doesn't matter whether Ash wins or loses. Like, this is how you end how you end the series, and I think these are the most logical choices. I don't really have much else to say this video. That I wanted to get this up because I'm passionate about Pokemon, you know. Not that anyone's gonna see this, whatever. Okay, just comment down below if you agree, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.